Oh, I didn't see y'all there. My bad. Okay, I did see y'all. My bad. Hey, anyways, look at this. Look at this article. Look at this. Aaron Rodgers says his desire to stay with Packers for an entire career may not be a reality. Okay, look at that. And then look at this. And then look at this. Aaron Rodgers openly admits he's likely leaving Green Bay. What is going on in today's world, y'all? What is going on in the NFL this season? This is a crazy season already. We heard that they're going to be opening up facilities on May 19th, and now we get hit with this. And obviously, as a Lions fan, I'm not mad about it, okay? I don't like Aaron Rodgers. You know, that's just how I am. But this is just crazy to me coming from an NFC North, a different NFC North team, right? This is just wild. I mean, how do you guys feel about this? Just this headline on its own, the fact that this is the headline is crazy. As we know, not the Detroit Lions, wow, I'm used to talking about the Lions. As we know, the Packers selected Jordan Love in the first round, who is a quarterback out of Utah State, who they traded up to get. Obviously not something that Aaron Rodgers was probably very thrilled about. And now there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors from Matt LaFleur, like, oh, I don't like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers isn't a good leader. They're not getting along. There's a lot of speculation. Obviously, that will come when you select a first-round quarterback when Aaron Rodgers is your starter, okay? Some people liked it. Some people didn't. Me, from an outside perspective, I was like, hey, I mean, I can kind of see why you do it, right? He's a little bit older. I can see, wanting to prepare for the future. But at the same time, I understand why Aaron Rodgers doesn't necessarily like it. So here's actually what I'm going to do for y'all. That way you don't have to look at no cycling underwear. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what kind of ads we're getting. All right, let's zoom in. It says, Rodgers admitted Friday he was surprised and not thrilled by the pick necessarily, but he added, I understand. This is just what I really, my emotions, my thoughts, not my emotions, my thoughts. I'm so confused. This is just wild to me. And I understand this stuff is going to come up, but let's just read through this, man. This stuff is really interesting. I think it was more the surprise of the pick based on my own feelings of wanting to play into my 40s, okay? And really the realization that does change the controllables a little bit. Rodgers said this in a 40-minute press conference, okay? He says, because as much as I feel confident in my abilities and what I can accomplish and what we can accomplish, there are some new factors that are out of my control. And so my sincere desire to start and finish with the same organization, just as it has with many other players over the years, may not be a reality at this point. Now, obviously, everybody's always going to bring up the comparison. Everybody brings up the comparison of when Brett Favre was in front of Aaron Rodgers. And then Brett Favre left, he went to the Vikings. He moved around, and Aaron Rodgers became the starter. Now, that's what people are kind of thinking what Jordan Love is like for Aaron Rodgers. And I believe the story was that Brett Favre was not going to mentor him. He said it's not his job to mentor Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers took over. But he got a little bit of a head start. He got some help doing that. He says, and as much as I understand the organization's future outlook and wanting to make sure they are thinking about the team now and down the line, I respect that. At the same time, I still believe in myself and have a strong desire to play in my 40s. And I'm just not sure how that all works together at this point. Are we really going to see Rodgers not as a Green Bay Packer soon? Is he going to be there this year? I think so. Will he be there after this year? I don't know. Rodgers, 36, is under contract for 4 more seasons. Okay, so he's under contract till his 40s. All right? In August 2018 and on Friday, he reiterated his desire to finish out the contract and then perhaps play beyond it. Yeah, that'd be a long time. Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre, so there's the Brett Favre thing. Favre said recently that he thought the Love pick meant Rodgers also would finish his career with another team. Like, what is going on? First Brady leaves, and now Rodgers leaves. Now, I don't like Rodgers. Y'all know I don't like Rodgers, but it's just weird. It's weird. And some Lions fans will be happy because they don't like playing Rodgers, and some will be mad. A little bit of both for me. I'm happy because I don't like him, but at the same time, I'd be mad if he left because I would like beating Rodgers. It's a different feeling when you beat Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just beat the guy. Instead of, struggle to beat him, I want to beat them. And I feel like we could have beat him last year, and I feel like we can beat them this year. He says, I think what it does is just reinforce kind of the adage that you can only control what you can control. It's always been a mantra for myself, but I think any great athlete, there's things that are just out of your control. That obviously is something that's very important to me, but I think is definitely telling at this point. That is truly something that's out of my control. What I can control is how I play and making that decision at some point is a very hard one. Wow, this is just, I can't even read it because this is just crazy to me. I'm sure y'all can hear the lawnmower, okay? Anyways, let's just finish up here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm next to a window. He says, if I were to retire in the organization's timetable, then it's an easy decision. But if there comes a time where I feel like I can still play at a high level and my body feels great, then there's other guys that have gone on and played elsewhere. This is, I really don't know what to say. My thoughts on this, I don't know. Do y'all think Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Packer? Is Aaron Rodgers really leaving Green Bay? Is this really a possibility? Let me know your thoughts, comments below, man. I'm not going to keep this one long. It would be weird. I really like to beat him. It would just be so weird to not see Aaron Rodgers. And they drafted Jordan Love in the first round. So could they be trying to replace him? I mean, I know people think he's dipping off, and I don't think he's the same player as he once was. But, I mean, Jordan Love's a rookie, y'all. I got to at least think he's going to be there for another year. But will they try to move him afterwards? I'm not too concerned. I think he's going to be there this year without a doubt. He said, I totally understand where he's coming from, LaFleur said Friday during a press conference. He said, I think he's very motivated, and he doesn't need external motivation. He's one of the most competitive people I've ever been around. And you guys, you can see the competitiveness every time we step out on the field. So I don't think it's going to drive him any more than if we would have drafted someone else. I just think that's who he is. That's how he's wired. That's why he's achieved the things he's done throughout his career. Okay. So what else we got here? Rodgers' relationship with Favre was icy at first, although the two later grew close. Favre famously said, my contract doesn't say I have to get Aaron Rodgers ready to play. Now, hopefully he watches me and gets something from that. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, I didn't know that they grew closer. Okay, so is that how it's going to be? Is Rodgers going to dip, or is he going to teach him? You know what I mean? I've had great relationships over the years with backups, and I'd expect the same relationship with Jordan, Rodgers said. You know, again, he didn't get asked to be drafted by the Packers. This is true. He's not to blame at all. He's just coming in and excited about the opportunity. We had a great conversation a day after the draft, and I'm excited to work with him. He seems like a really good kid with a good head on the shoulder. Similar story, not heavily recruited out of college, kind of made his way to Utah State, and we've had some great conversations. Yo, I don't know what to say, bro. This is just unreal to me. This is unreal to me. I don't think he's going anywhere this season. Maybe he'll be here another year after that. But the question is, does first round pick equal moving on from him? Or he could be back? I just think you traded up for a guy in the first round. I mean, this is wild. Let me know your thoughts, comments below, man. I don't know how to feel about this one. What does the future look like for Aaron Rodgers? There's no wrong ideas here, so comment below. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.